Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi jnana-vallabha Giridhari Gopi jnana-vallabha Giridhari Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Lord Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Jayom Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajaka Astutarjata Sri Srimad His Divine Grace Srila Bhai Charnarvinda Bhakti-Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jayom Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajaka Astutarjata Sri Srimad His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Srila Namacharya Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnavinda Ki Jai. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavad-Gita Ki Jai. Param Puja Gopal Krishna Maharaj Samadhi Utsav Ki Jai. Param Puja Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj Samadhi Mahamahotsava Ki Jai. Param Puja Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj Samadhi Mahamahotsava Ki Jai. Shri Shri Gaur Nitai Ki Jai. Shri Shri Krishna Balaram Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Sham Sundar Ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. All glories to these humble devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to these humble devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to these humble devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories, all glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Shri Guru, Shri Shri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti-Vedanta Swami Namane. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gaurvani Pacharne Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pastatyadesh Satane. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraya Nasta Praeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Reading from Srimad Bhagavad-Gita as it is, chapter 6, text number 3, chapters entitled Dhyāna-yoga. Please repeat after me. ārurukṣor muner yogam. ārurukṣor muner yogam. Karma kāraṇam ucyate. Karma kāraṇam ucyate. Yogārūḍhasya tasyaiva. Yogārūḍhasya tasyaiva. Śamaḥ kāraṇam ucyate. Śamaḥ kāraṇam ucyate. ārurukṣor muner yogam. Karma kāraṇam ucyate. Yogārūḍhasya tasyaiva. Śamaḥ kāraṇam ucyate. ārurukṣir munir yogam karma kāraṇam ucyate yogārūḍhasya tasyaiva śamaḥ kāraṇam ucyate. Please chant. ārurukṣir munir yogam karma kāraṇam ucyate
yogārūḍhasya tasyaiva
tasyaiva
śamaḥ kāraṇam ucyate ārurukṣor munir yogam
ārurukṣor munir yogam
karma kāraṇam ucyate yogārūḍhasya tasyaiva
tasyaiva
śamaḥ
śamaḥ ucyate.
ārurukṣor munir yogam
ārurukṣir munir yogam
karma kāraṇam ucyate
yogārūḍhasya tasyaiva śamaḥ kāraṇam ucyate. Vaishnavis, ārurukṣir munir yogam karma kāraṇam ucyate yogārūḍhasya tasyaiva śamaḥ kāraṇam ucyate. Anyone else? ārurukṣir munir yogam karma kāraṇam ucyate yogārūḍhasya tasyaiva
śamaḥ kāraṇam ucyate.
Kids, that's you. You want to try? Karma kāraṇam ucyate yogārūḍhasya tasyaiva śamaḥ kāraṇam ucyate. Good. Everyone understands English? English is okay with everyone? Okay, very good. Word for word meanings. Ārurukṣoḥ, one who has just begun. Yoga, muneḥ, of the sage. Yogam, the eightfold yoga system. Karma, work. Kāraṇam, the means. Ucyate, is said to be. Yoga, eightfold yoga. Ārūḍhasya, of one who has attained. Tasya, his. Eva, certainly. śamaḥ, cessation of all material activities. Cessation means to stop, stopping all material activities. Kāraṇam, the means. Ucyate, is said to be. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Srila Bhai Charanaravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. For one who is a neophyte in the eightfold yoga system, work is said to be the means. And for one who is already elevated in yoga, cessation of all material activities is said to be the means. Okay, please repeat after me. For one who is a neophyte in the eightfold yoga system, work is said to be the means. And for one who is already elevated in yoga, cessation of all material activities is said to be the means. Purport. The process of linking oneself with the Supreme is called yoga. It may be compared to a ladder for attaining the topmost spiritual realization. This ladder begins from the lowest material condition of the living entity and rises up to perfect self-realization in pure spiritual life. According to various elevations, different parts of the ladder are known by different names, but all in all, the complete ladder is called yoga and may be divided into 3 parts, namely jñāna-yoga, dhyāna-yoga, and bhakti-yoga. The beginning of the ladder is called the yogārurukṣu stage, and the highest rung is called yogārūḍha. Concerning the eightfold yoga system, attempts in the beginning to enter into meditation through regulative principles of life and practice of different sitting postures, which are more or less bodily exercises, are considered fruitive material activities. All such activities lead to achieving perfect mental equilibrium or balance to control the senses. When one is accomplished in the practice of meditation, he ceases all disturbing mental activities. A Krishna conscious person, however, is situated from the beginning on the platform of meditation because he always thinks of Krishna, and being constantly engaged in the service of Krishna, he is considered to have ceased all material activities. Ārurukṣor muner yogam, kāraṇam ucyate, yogārūḍhasya tasyaiva, śamaḥ kāraṇam ucyate. Om jñāna-tunandasya, jnananjana-shalakaya, chakshur unmilitam jena, tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya manobishtam, shtapitam yena bhutale, svayam rupa kadamayam, dadati svapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru, Shri Yuta Parakamalam, Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha, Shri Rupam Sagrajatam, Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam, Tam Sajivam, Sadvaitam, Savadutam, Parijana Sahitam, Krishna Chaitanya Devam, Shri Radha, Krishna Padan, Sahagana Lalita, Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu, Dinabandhu Jagatpate, Gopesha Gopika Kanta, Radha Kanta Namostute. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi, Radhe Vrindavaneshwari, Vrishabhanu Sute Devi, Pranamami Hari Priye, Vancha Kalpatubhyascha, Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha, Patitanam Pavanebhyo, Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. It's my great honor and pleasure to be here in Sri Vrindavan Dham in this most auspicious month of Kartik. And I congratulate all of you also for being here in Vrindavan in Kartik. Srila Prabhupada wanted all of the devotees to come to Bharatvarsh, to India, to get their batteries recharged, especially during this month of Kartik in Vrindavan. One time devotees asked Srila Prabhupada, it's so expensive for all of us to fly here from the different countries with the amount of money we save by devotees maybe skipping 1 year. We could build a temple. And Srila Prabhupada said, yes, that's true. And whenever you all eat prasadam, it's so expensive. If we could just stop the devotees from eating prasadam for 1 year, we'd save so much money and we could build a temple. So of course we have to eat prasadam to sustain ourselves. The body is the property of Krishna. Ishavasya idam sarvam. Everything belongs to Krishna. And we have to take care of our bodies, and we have to take care of our spiritual lives also. We have to be holistically balanced in our physical health, our mental health, and our spiritual health. And our spiritual health depends on our regularly coming together in the holy dham, everyone coming together for sadhu sangha, for hearing Bhagavad-Gita, honoring Krishna prasadam together, and loudly chanting the holy names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. And it's not easy chanting the holy names. Therefore, work is recommended. In this verse today, we're hearing ārurukṣor muner yogam. That we have to do some work, especially those who are new to Krishna consciousness. And we are trying to cultivate humility. And humility means always thinking that we're new to Krishna consciousness. Sometimes devotees ask me, when did you become a devotee? How many years? How many decades? And I always say, I'm still trying to become a devotee. Because being a devotee is no small thing. And we should never consider ourselves advanced. We should always think ourselves on the neophyte platform. Of course, in the sake of spreading the mission, we have our duty to share Krishna consciousness with others. And we should never hesitate. Whatever we have learned, we should try to share that with others by repeating the message of the acharyas. Evam parampara praptam, evam parampara praptam, imam rajarshayo vidahu, imam rajarshayo, sakala neha mahata, sakala neha yogonashta parantapa. So this message of Bhagavad-Gita, of Krishna consciousness, is being passed on from generation to generation. And we should never hesitate to take it up and continuing to pass it on. Today we celebrated the Samadhi celebration, installation of His Holiness Param Puja Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. And Ki Jai, and he was a key figure. Chavi, the key, he was a key figure in distributing Krishna consciousness all over the world, following in this disciplic succession, evam parampara praptam. Because of his influence, ISKCON was able to distribute more books, open more temples, and make more devotees than ever before. Param Puja Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. And I just met one of his disciples just now. Of course, in one sense, we're all of his disciples. All of us are his disciples. We're following his instructions because he's giving the same instructions of Srila Prabhupada. And we're all united together under the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada and his instructions. We're one big family. But I offer my condolences to Prabhu. He's personally initiated by Param Puja Gopal Krishna Maharaj. And I said, now the legacy is with us. We have to continue carrying on the legacy, carrying on the message. And the message is there in Bhagavad-Gita. And in this verse, ārurukṣor muner yogam, ārurukṣoḥ, one who has just begun, one who is a neophyte. There's a nice song from America. I remember when I was growing up, We've only just begun. About some relationship that only had started recently. But the same way, we have a relationship with Krishna that's eternal. But in one sense, it's new to us because we're starting this process of yoga, which at least in this lifetime, we're only just begun. And it's recommended in this verse, karma kāraṇam ucyate, that one who is doing yogam, and in this sense, the eightfold yoga system, Ashtanga yoga, is being referenced. Because this chapter 6, Jnana-yoga, is talking about this Ashtanga yoga, the eightfold yoga system. That karma kāraṇam ucyate. Karma is the means. And I was reading some purports and lectures of Srila Prabhupada today, where he was quoting this verse, ārurukṣor muner yogam. And Prabhupada was saying, we must do work. We must always be busy in our occupation, in our duties. We must find some duty to perform, whether it's distributing books, or giving Bhagavad-Gita classes, or taking care of children and raising them in Krishna consciousness, whether it's going for Harinam Sankirtan, whether it's going for our jobs so we can make money to support our Krishna conscious families and buy bhoga for our deities, or to make money to build new temples, to print books and distribute books, to do cooking for the deity, cooking for our families. We should never be idle. Like when you're driving a car, have you ever driven a stick shift car? Has 4 different speeds. And then if you put the stick in the middle, nothing happens, right? And then you put it in the middle, like when you're waiting for the stoplight, you put the stick shift in the middle. It's not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, bijme, it's in the middle. So when the stick shift is in the middle, will the car go? No. It's called idle mode. The car is idling. So we should never be idling. We should never be sitting in one place. We should always be thinking, okay, I have 1 hour from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. What will I do in this hour to serve Krishna? So we should be reading and studying and teaching and doing practical things to spread the Krishna consciousness movement. The idle mind is the devil's workshop. Have you heard that? Famous statement. Idle mind means the mind with nothing to do. It's the devil's workshop. Maya will catch us. Devi esha gunamayi mama maya duratya. If we're not busy doing something for Krishna, then the mind will catch us. That later on in this verse, in this chapter, on text number 5, Udared atmanatmanam natmanam avasadayat atmaiva yatmano bandur atmaiva ripur atmanaha, that one should be elevated with the help of his mind and not be degraded. The mind is the friend of the conditioned soul and his enemy as well. So if we're not busy, the mind will take care, and the mind may drag us into degradation. So sadhu sadhan. So be very careful. So best is to always stay busy in Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada said there must be some duty to perform. Like earlier, tomorrow I'm starting my journey. I'm flying out to Dubai. So Prabhupada Jivan Prabhu, he was busy collecting some gifts for the devotees there. He went to the Goshala. We have our marketplace. He bought some nice pravitras, have new pravitras for distribution for devotees. So like this, he's busy. He's not just sitting in one place, nirjan bhajan, trying to meditate on the Supreme Absolute Truth, because that is for advanced devotees. This Nirjan Bhajan. This Ashtanga Yoga, Prabhupada even says it's a material process. It's not even a spiritual process. But eventually we hope to learn to control the mind with the Ashtanga Yoga process. But it's very, very difficult. Yam, niyam, and then asan, and then pranayam, and dhyana, and dharana, and samadhi. I know when I chant my japa, it's very hard to focus on the holy name or the forms of the Lord. And samadhi is like your mind is just totally fixed. Man mana bhava mad bhakto, man mana madjajimam namaskuru, mamiva shasi satyam te, pratijane priyosi me. Krishna says, Man mana, always think of me, become my devotee, worship me, offer your namaskars to me, surely you will come to me. I'm telling you this because you are my very dear friend. So to always think of Krishna is very challenging. Krishna told Arjuna, think of me and fight. So he didn't just tell Arjuna, think of me. He told him, think of me and fight, because Arjuna is a kshatriya and his duty is to fight. So the main point of this discussion is we should be engaged in doing our duty, whatever it is for Krishna. Don't be idle. Don't be lazy. Srila Prabhupada said in this movement, no lazies and no crazies, right? In the ISKCON movement. So don't be lazy, always be engaged in our duties. Duties of the Brahmana, the Kshatriya, the Vaishya, the Shudra. Brahmana's duties, Shamodamas tapat shocham shantir arjavamevacha jnana vijnanam astikyam brahma karma svabhavajam. He's always engaged in cultivating knowledge, realization. He has wonderful qualities. He's studying scriptures. He's teaching. He's doing puja, worshipping the deity, teaching others to worship the deity, accepting charity, giving charity. Brahmana is always busy in these activities. The Kshatriya, Shoryam Tejo Dhritir Daksham Yudhe Chapya Palayanam Dhanam Ishwaram Bhavascha Kshatram Karma Svabhavajam. The Kshatriyas, they're in administration, they're fighting in the battles, and they're doing leadership activities. So they're always busy in their Kshatriya activities. Krishigo Rakshavani Jam. The Vaishyas, they're taking care of the cows, they're doing the agriculture, they're doing the banking. And the Vaishyas are taking care of finance. Money is the honey. And then the Sudras, they're assisting all the other classes. Now, Srila Prabhupada exhibited all four of these different activities. Because the Vaishnava is above the Brahmana, the Vaishnava is above all of these other classes. The Prabhupada, he gave thousands of lectures. He translated so many thousands of pages of books. He's in the Guinness Book of World Records, most prolific religious author. Prabhupada did so much management. He created the GBC, Governing Body Commission, and managed a global society. And sometimes he would tell the Governing Body Commission, you're wrong, change this, change that. He would guide so many different aspects of the management. And Vaishya activities, he was at Dai Nippon in Japan, and he was bargaining with the printers, the printer-wallas, getting the price down so that he could print his Bhagavad-Gita for a good price. And Shudra activities, he would personally get on his hands and knees and teach the devotees how to wash the floor. He would personally clean the plates of the early devotees who first came. He was doing all these different sevas, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishnava, Sudra. And Prabhupada said, you can never repay the debt to the spiritual master, but you should try. And how to try? do what I have done, Prabhupada said. Pani khatam ho gaya. Finished. Kripaya or tor pani dijiye. Please give a little water. So in this way, we see Prabhupada exhibiting the duties of the Brahmanas, the Kshatriyas, the Vaishyas, Sudras. Sometimes devotees think, am I a Brahmana? Am I a Kshatriya? Am I a Kshudra? Am I a Vaishya? But we're all combination of things. Kalo Shudra Sambhava. In Kali Yuga, we're all born Shudras. But by Prabhupada's mercy, we can get trained up to do the Vaishya Seva, to do the Kshatriya Seva, to do the Brahmana Seva. I'm from New York City. I'm a Kali Yuga Vasi from New York City, Kali Yuga Rajdhani. The capital of Kali Yuga is New York City. Such a low birth, but here I am in Sri Vrindavan Dham, trying to speak something from Srimad Bhagavad-Gita. Haribo. By Prabhupada's mercy, Prabhupada's followers. Rajavidya Rajaguyam Pavitramidam Uttamam Prajakshavagamam Dharmyam Susukam Kartamavyayam. See, if you had asked me to do that when I was in New York, it would not have been possible. But we glorify Bhagavad Gita, Raja Vidya, the king of knowledge. It's pavitram, it's purifying. My sister bought me Bhagavad Gita when I was 15 years old. It was my birthday. And she was in New York and she saw devotees chanting, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And one of the devotees gave her a Bhagavad Gita, and it was my birthday. So she needed something to give me for my birthday. So she gave me Bhagavad Gita as it is. Haribo. And I kept it on my bookshelf as it is. But Bhagavad Gita is so powerful that somehow it had the impact in my heart. So we see wonderful examples of devotees in Krishna consciousness who have taken this instruction to heart, that they should be engaged in Krishna consciousness, the power of seva. We have Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedam. So this Pada Sevanam, serving the feet of the Lord, doing some duty, getting involved in some seva for Krishna. So my humble appeal to all of us is, let us always look out for what opportunity for seva we have. What can we do for Krishna? How can we be engaged? And the best way to be engaged in Krishna's service is to serve Krishna's devotees. So we have the opportunity, we should ask the devotees, Prabhu, Mataji, how can I serve you? And that is the great instruction. And that is what Srila Prabhupada asked his guru, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. The only question that he ever asked, how can I serve you? And Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur told Srila Prabhupada, go and preach this message of Krishna consciousness in the English language and spread it all over the world. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. And he did that. Prithivitayachayata nagaradi gram sarvatra prachar hoibe moranam. That this chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra would spread to every town and village of the world. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. And his disciples continued to do that. So I first met His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj in 1992. I was in New Delhi. I was stationed in New Delhi for 4 years, 92 to 96. At that time, I was staying in an ashram about 10 or 15 minutes walk from the temple. And every day when I would come to the temple for Mangalartik, I had my kartals and I would do Harinam Sankirtan alone, by myself. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And then after breakfast, after the morning program at the temple, after breakfast, again I would go back to my ashram chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And on at least 3 occasions, three occasions, I remember Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, he saw me, he called me, he said, Ekalavya, very good, very good. He was encouraging me to do this chanting, even though I was alone. So I found that very inspiring. And then around 2000, and then it was wonderful. I was in many morning programs with Maharaj, many classes, many kirtans. He has so much taste for Guru Puja. Devotees would be leaping in ecstasy when he would chant. Very profound classes. I also traveled with him in Montreal, and he was giving classes there. And he would prepare his classes with notes and give even just a few years back, he's so senior, but so diligent to perform his duty properly, to deliver the wonderful classes with His Holiness Janardhan Swami, Bhakti Anugraha Janardhan Swami was also there. And we go on morning walks together. And when I was in Delhi, I saw the whole east of Kailash temple come up. In the beginning, it was just a small hut with a steel roof. And they started building the temple. And Gopal Krishna Maharaj was chanting his japa every day with us in the temple. And he would, when chanting, he would walk back and forth in the temple. Not just walking, he would pace like a lion. You know, he would like go at a good pace with good determination. It was like charging his batteries. And sometimes he would be up late at night visiting different politicians and dignitaries and house programs. Mohan Rupa Prabhu, the temple president of New Delhi Temple, told me that he was so much encouraging book distribution that he told Mohan Rupa Prabhu, whenever there's some donor ready to donate a large quantity of books, I'm ready 24/7. You call me anytime, day or night, I will go there and meet that donor. And many times he did. He was always ready to go to any extent to push himself and any inconvenience to distribute Krishna consciousness. So in 2016, the temple had already been built, and I was there chanting japa, visiting. I was become a traveling preacher, traveling around the world. And Gopal Krishna Maharaj called me, and he said, Ekalavya Prabhu, you like to travel, you should take sannyas. So he was the first devotee to tell me that I should take sannyas. So I wasn't sure, I did not feel myself qualified. And he said, yes, you should do it. And he spoke with Param Puja Lokanath Swami Maharaj, my Diksha Guru, and it was all arranged. And by Maharaj's mercy, I received my sannyas danda. Haribo! So I'd like to stop here and just again come to the point, we should always be absorbed in some kind of duty. We should always do some kind of work for Krishna. Always stay busy in Krishna's service, because we're all neophyte devotees. We can't focus and constantly meditate on Radha Krishna Lila. So let us stay busy in Krishna's service. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Apka Prashna, do you have any questions or comments? We have a few minutes. Okay, if there are no questions, then I'd like to thank all the devotees for coming this evening. Thank you so much. You all must be very busy in your Krishna conscious duties. So thank you very much. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavad-Gita ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gaur Premanande. Param Puja Gopal